Oh, hello and welcome to an episode of City Skylines. Here we are, continuing our little tips and tricks for new city starters. Let's see where we left off, didn't we? So this is the third installment even. We went for the raw materials. We now have access to the ore. We've got timber. We've got agriculture. We've got oil access. So we're good. We've got all those raw materials. But you notice we are having a slight problem with crime. You can see that there's a crime issue going on. So we kind of need to solve that. We have 84 grand to play around with, so we should probably take advantage of that. Now we've got this main street here, which is going along our seafront. What do they need? More educated workers. Fine. We can solve that. That's all good. Crime first, then population. Crime, education, population increase. That's what we're going to do. So the first things first is we need to get something more accessible for the police station to go out and do their thing. So I think we should add one of these mahusive roundabouts. Like, maybe even just... maybe even just like that. Because we want to have like a kind of feature thing going on, don't we? So, maybe if we put on... let's think this through. So let's go double. See how... What angle's that at? Alright, let's do that, right? And then add our roundabout to there. I think we can go bigger with the roundabout, to be honest. Let's do that. Let's go bigger with the roundabout. Okay, so we want to... I always like to make my roundabouts in the smaller road and then upgrade them in size. Because I feel like with the smaller roads, it's easier to gauge the size that you're after. We're on curve. Okay, so let's go double. Let's go double like that and curve it there. And then see how that looks. It's going to fit. It's going to fit. Exactly. That's perfect. That's what I was after. Can I go triple road with trees one way? I can. So trees slightly improve land value, which is always a treat. They're slightly more expensive upkeep-wise, but they do improve the value of the land. So let's whack one road in right there, right? Let's continue. Let's just connect that like that. All good. Now, our railway isn't connected. Our tram line isn't connected to this roundabout. Doesn't have access. But we're going to do something fancy with that. But that, again, will come a little bit later. First things first, we need to solve this crime issue. So let's just move this road. Let's just move it to like that. Now, we've got an issue here that this raised land by the front will block the amount of property you can have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this road a little bit further back and check that I got max, which I have. And then we're just going to add that like that. So I know that if I continue this line along, we should do pretty well for real estate. In fact, that is perfect. It's a little bit far away from the shore, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. And I'm probably going to push this out too and then join that like that. That's our road. So it's connected. It's connected. We've got a roundabout access. We do need some roads to come out of this to join up with the rest of the place. Now, two of them will be great because they can come out in straight lines and look all super awesome like that. They can come out at 90 degrees. But then they connect more to that bit than they do... Ooh, we've got a dilemma on our hands. How do we want it to connect? Let's do it like this. Let's just let these bits dictate it. There we go. We'll just do that. And then the same connection point. No, we're not going to do the same connection point. We're going to do that connection point. I think that one can be a straight line, to be honest. That doesn't need to be squiffy. That can be a straight line. That's how we do it. So let's go, whoop, straight line. There we go. In fact, I think I'm going to make this a straight line as well. I don't like it. I don't like these diagonal shenanigans. Let's go straight line from there. Straight line. There we go. Cool. Now we've got this kind of district that's appeared here. This kind of area that we can do something with. That's pretty cool. That could be our civics district, couldn't it? Because it's got access to this bit, that bit. It can go along the main road and get access to there. Yeah, we've got this road that connects this end to that end. So our connections from each side of the city are much improved. Excellent. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack down the big police station right here. No, right here. There we go. Big police station. Bonk. There we go. Big police station is down. That should really help with the crime issue. They can get access to where they need to go. We've got a roundabout. We need to give it water, which... Oh, we haven't done our central heating yet. Ah, okay. That's another priority. So there's that. Because you've got to do the central heating before your city gets too big. If you neglect it, it will just be so boring that it will drive you crazy. Right, police station done. Bang. Sorted. What was the other issue we had? Educated workers. Let's check out education. Let's have a look. 600 capacity, 288 eligible, that's fine. High school population is fine. So I guess it's wanting university, but we haven't unlocked it yet. So let's just increase the population. We've got our raw materials in, so I don't mind that there's a demand for industry. We just need to increase our population a little bit. Now we have these pre-made little blocks. So what I need to do now is whack in a road here, right? No, not there. There. And then these areas can become more residential without any real upgrade necessary. Pre-planned. There we go. So I'll just make those 3 residential. We'll check for our water. Not hooked up. So let's just put that in a position where we can just run that along and fill all of it. There we go. And that's the population increasing again. Sweet as, mate. Sweet as. We're going to hit a milestone soon, which is all awesome. Education's fine. Tourism's fine. This is all tourism along here. I am inclined to increase this region. This district, sorry. There we go. Let's just make this all the way along. And make that all the way along to here. Just make it all tourism. Why not? It looks quite scenic, doesn't it? Let's just do all that by the river. Now with the districts, always draw wide like that and then fill it in, because it kind of has this like semi-fill feature, so you can get accuracy and you can also make the district a lot quicker. It's just really useful to tip that. Whoop. There we go. Sorted. We don't need that much commercial, but it will fill up as and when it can, you know? So that's sorted. Population's increasing. We are going to hit a milestone very, very soon. Blimps, metros, okay. So I don't necessarily even have to go trams if I don't want to. I could just go metro. But we've started with tram, so we're going to continue with tram. So what I want to have is like segments, different sectors for tram access. So I want to put in a little tram access roundabout, because I think having a roundabout for trams is useful, but I don't want it to clash with the how can I put it, with the roads. Like, it's not going to cross the roads. The roundabout needs to have not too many junctions so that the traffic flows smoothly on it, because it's going to handle a lot of traffic. So the tram lines, we're going to go in the middle about there, I'd say, and then we can just change this road to trammy linears, but it's got to be one way. So one way tram, one way tram, one way road. No, I don't want a road for my tram tracks. I think I've got to go into this one specifically. Oh, milestone. Always speed it up because it slows your time down when you hit milestone, so don't forget to speed that up. There we go, one way tram lines. So this is going to be like my tram only roundabout. Okay, now that cross section is pretty good where it is, so I might keep that. In fact, I am going to keep that, but it needs to become just regular tram, not one way, just regular tram line. In fact, that won't work for what I've got planned, so let's get rid of those. So let's go tram lines, whoop, and then we select a point. Okay, let's just stick with those original points. And let's take it to 10 units, and then hit page up, right? And then we're going to go another 10. There we go, 10 units, and that's that section. So now we can make it look the same. 10 units, page up, cross 10 units, and press it. There we go, sorted. Same again, 10 units. Whoop. Page up. If it doesn't say 10 units on yours, it might be the... see, now it's got this... there we go, we're okay. If it's got, like... If it's not saying the 10 units, it's not part of mass transit, and it's like a mod for better, more precise roads. You can find it on the workshop. It's one of the more popular ones. It's easy to find. I don't suspect you have any problems. Just look on the workshop and you'll find it. It's like precise roads or something like that. You'll find it. Not a problem. Now, what I've done there with that power line is really lazy. See what I've done there? I've just gone, really, really lazy way of working there. It's because it's not a priority, you know? You can't do everything perfect. Like, get the bulk sorted and working, and then go in and work on the detail bits when you've got, like, several hours where you just want to mess about and just chill out and, like, spend an hour on a park, you know? There we go. So, we've got our roundabout. Looks pretty cool. It could have all been raised, but I quite like the idea of having a little bridge going down lower, and it's also cheaper, may I add. So, we need to hook up. Now, this bit can just join there, I reckon. It can just join that bit right there. This bit's a bit close, but it will be all right. Now, if I have unlocked offices, which I might have, I'm going to make this an office district. Yeah, there we go. Office district right there. Bang. Office district. Yeah, that happened. I might even make this a junction off of the roundabout. Let's go here. Notice how I've just got sidetracked. We're trying to do something else, and I've got totally caught up in doing this. So let's make that a straight line. And just hook that up there. There we go. No, look, see how the traffic all stopped for that turn that rarely gets used? Can't be like that. Let's just stick to the plan, shall we? That could be an office block there, fine. Now, you see that building started building, it won't utilise the whole space. So you have to kind of de-zone it and then rezone it to get it to build to the size of that office space. Come on, building, go away. I'll just get rid of you. Just delete you. There we go. Okay, now it will use the space. Need some power. Don't really want to use up this primary... Oh, screw it. There we go. Okay, cool. So even though I messed around with that whole building, I had to change it anyway. Dang it! Oh, this place has no water. Good job I noticed that, actually. Let's just run this the length of that. And we might as well link that up for funsies. There we go. No, let's just do a little bit and cover that bit. There we go. Sorted. So we've got our office district. We've got a roundabout. We've got a tram line. We need to section this off now. So this area here could be a tram route, I suspect. So let's just look into that. We want to upgrade these roads so that they have tram lines. I understand that this road that I'm doing is the only way in and out of that industrial area. So this crossroads will get busy. So we've got to consider that for the future. But for now, we're good. So let's just run this all the way along. Also, with tram lines, less traffic. So it will give the commercial goods, like the commercial trucks and shizners, more opportunity to get around a bit. So let's end that there. And then make this road just a tram line. Here, because we've already got a crossroad. Let's just stick to 10 units as our ramp and have that as our theme, and then I can just continue that all the way along to there. There we go. It's raised, so roads could run underneath that, but we then get this section here developing a little bit more, which I think is pretty cool if you ask me. Right, now this junction isn't linking to anything, so that's a very big segment, so we could probably split this, and I think we should. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tram line with road, and I'm going to just run that straight like that. Okay, just going to run that straight over, and then this bit, this road here, this bridge to the roundabout can move out, and then we'll see what we can do. Got to go to the tram line itself, menu, there we go, and let's just have that. Let's just continue that in a straight line. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Let's go 35 and then drop it down. There we go. Cool. Tram station, 40 grand, bargain. Let's add that maybe somewhere relatively near the roundabout. I think here's good. This road might get a bit busy though. I'm going to double it. I'm going to double this street. There we go. So it can handle a little bit more traffic. There we go. Let's put the tram line on here. Whoop. And let's make a route. So, first route, smallest one. Let's go round to there. And have a stop for each block. There we go. Sorted. And then we just have one on there on the corner. Link that up. Don't forget power and water, what it's complaining about. Power and water. Whoop. Oh, we can just join the existing power line. Fantastic. And then the water. Just continue it along the road for now. There we go. That's enough, isn't it? Enough water for you? Yeah, good. Cool. We have a single tram route, but one's kind of shite. You need a couple more. So we've got one there. We've got another segment here. And what I like is I like them to join into each other. So we go around like that. Notice how things are upgrading as soon as you get public transport. People love the public transport. There we go. Let's link that. Put two on there. So it links that residential with this tourism area. Fantastic, huh? There we go. Two segments running. They're not overlapping, so the trams aren't clashing with each other as far as traffic's concerned. But it does link the tram station to this residential to that residential via these stops and to this commercial area, which is pretty cool. Now we already have another segment that we can do as well, which is here. So let's go there and then continue this along. And then there's a stop there for the office district. And then we come back round. And there's another route. There we go. So they now have access in these quadrants to the different areas. Good, huh? Yeah, not too shabby. Now, you can go smaller with trams. Like these blocks over here, I could make each one of these a block and run it in similar sections. And in fact, what I'll do is for this region, I will do that. I might be more metro dependent for the other, but I'll show you what I mean. Let's go. Let's go, let's do this. So we go to this road and upgrade this. And we do these segments, right? There we go. And I think having each quadrant with its own tram, frankly, is a bit excessive. But let's just do it anyway and see how that affects things. I mean, if trams are incredibly accessible, I mean, it's a little bit overkill, but I think that trams for me are the most rewarding transportation network because they require the most forethought to get working. Forethought. There we go. So we've got these quadrants, and then what you do is you see where your stop is here, and you go bonk, and you just link it up like this. So you go, okay, it will stop there, and then it will come back round, and that's my metro. There we go. And then it links here, and it goes round like that, goes to that stop, links round, and completes. So they do like that. You'll notice that the housing is upgrading, so that's pretty cool. So link to that stop. I always like to have different stops matching their position so people can just cross the road and get off there, you know? Much, much easier. So let's just do the same there. Bink, bonk, bonk. There we go. They're loving that. Look at all those happy faces. Loving it. And I thought it was excessive, but no. They are quite loving having a tram to their own block of neighbourhood. So again, match the stops. Make sure they match up because it's just efficient. There we go. So that's their trams. So now, any one of these housing blocks can jump on a tram, ride it round to the main stop or walk to the main stop, and then take that to these other regions, which is only the tourism region at the moment, admittedly, which is a bit shite. So I haven't quite nailed that yet. But we've got these regions. They're all good. So maybe we should just do the same. How are we doing for time? 17 minutes. Okay, we could do that. What was the other issue? Educated workers, wasn't it? They were complaining about that. Oh, we have a university now. Okay, cool. So another thing that's important is that you have to think of like a transportation hub, which is a centre for all transport to get in and get involved. Now, my transportation hub is going to be this area here. Okay, it's fairly central. It's got the big roundabout access. That's going to be my transportation hub. So I need to start planning out what I want to do with that. So trams have access. I think it'd be pretty cool to have a road that comes out here and is for my transportation. And I would like it to mirror the tram line, but underground. There we go. On the ground, in other words. Cool, there we have it. So that's that. Now, I'm a bit of a stickler for little bits, little things, and I know that a little pathway here would look kind of cool. So let's just do that and add a little pathway there. There we go. So people can walk. They can walk that way if they want to. You know? I mean, come on. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Yeah. Use the road. No, they're walking that way. Okay, fine. You're not using the tram. You're gonna just walk that. Okay, you can just walk that. Fine. So another cheap method of reducing traffic is cabbies. So let's go taxi rank, and let's just put in a taxi rank right here. Let's just do that. There we go. So some taxis will come out eventually. Oh, if they had water. Whoop. Yep. There we go. Now, before I worry about transport too much more, we need to solve the central heating problem. That's a very good way to improve people's happiness. And I like to have my hot water station, because I always go for the environmentally sound one. The geothermal heating is a little bit more expensive, but I always prefer to go for that one. Let's just put that there. It's not disturbing anyone. That power is disconnected, but we can hook that back up. No problems. There we go. So they've got their power again. That will bleed back in to each other. Now, if I really want it to be cool, I could put down my university, which I think I will once I've done this. So I'll just put a road like that. And then we can whack in the university as well. Why not, huh? Let's just put our university in. It doesn't have a tram stop. It's a massive building. Okay, let's put it there. And you can also have a faculty, which I'm going to put right next to it. And there's a little bit of room for a school, if need be. Elementary school. How's my 600, 317? 1,000, capacity 2,000. So I don't need a school yet. Fine. Let's just whack that on there. Give it the water that it needs. And that should join up my... Ah, right. So look, this is bad design here. See that? Where that overlaps there, but then there's a little cheeky gap here. That's bad design on my part, that is. Right. Heating. Make sure you've got a lot of cash. I've only got 72 grand, which admittedly is not as much as I should have. So let's pay that, take that, take that. 123 grand, probably not enough to do the piping, but we'll soon see. So you go water, and then you go here, and you go piping. We have to add a pipe. We have to physically hook this bit up there, and then upgrade the pipes. And then forever on, build with the heated pipes, okay? Don't start upgrading over here, because they will complain why they don't have heating. Work out from the building itself, so that as soon as the pipes go out, those people have heating. Or at least they will soon. Never work the other way around, because you could... Like, I could do all of this side and run out of cash and can't link it up to geothermal, which means you've paid a fortune for the pipes, and you've just made people unhappy, because you've built the pipes, but you've not given them the heating. I mean, you'd be mad about that. It's like, we're installing central heating, but it's not on yet. You know, you'd be upset. Now, with the heating as well, do the most densely populated areas first. Don't spend a fortune just heating these buddies. They can wait. Do this row, where one pipeline will heat multiple houses. People will love you for it. There we go. So let's just run this one all the way along, and we know it's going to join another row in a sec, which is there. So let's just run along here and do these. Again, most populated areas first. How am I going to do for cash? 86 grand still. Might be able to do it. There we go. And then this bit's kind of busy. So we know that this is commercial and industrial. For some reason, these buildings need heating. And I would probably make them like low down on my priority list, but just because I was already here, I didn't want to mess around with that later or forget about it. In fact, I just thought I'd do it now. So there we go. 69 grand left. We might be all right here. Let's just continue out with these. Yeah, there we go. Get that housing done. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we've done the majority bits. We should be all right now. This is going to run. See this pipe? Don't really need to do this yet, but do it all in one sitting. You will thank yourself later. You don't want to be constantly building water pipe, heating pipe. Oh, it's just a nightmare. So let's do this bit. There we go. Do those. Trash issue. Did you see that? There's some trash issues going on. There we go. Bink, 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 bink. Link that up. Sorted. Right. Heated. Fine. Massive trash issue going on here. A lot of trash. Good job we got this roundabout. Let's see what trash buildings we have. Oh, we do have the incinerator plant. Awesome. How much is it? 30 grand. I don't have 30 grand to spare. So what I will do is I will do a stopgap and I will build just a trash yard. There we go. A rubbish dump, even. You go do that. Cool. There we have it. That's progressing nicely. So we got this, we improved our transportation connections. We added heating. We added this educational area, this university. It's got no access to public transport, really. So we do need to hook that up somehow so people can get there. And we're just trying to solve this trash issue, which is going on with this rubbish dump right here. So there we have it. That's it. I've been Table. Thanks so much for watching. I hope some of that was useful. I'm pretty sure it was. Look how confident I am. You just got to think ahead. That's the main thing. Think ahead with what you want to do. Like when you place one building in, because I mean I could have smacked this university like right here and been like, it's attached to a road, it'll be fine. But that would have been a nightmare for traffic. We only still have the one motorway connection, which we will have to address in the future as well. But that's easily done. But yeah, just think ahead. I've been Table. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care.